Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Smriti. Sorry, today our class got shift today. That's why a little time got into it. I hope I'm visible as well.
No, ma'am.
Just okay now. Now am I visible? Now am I visible now? All right. So hi, Alok, Amit, Harshita. Let me just take take an attendance. Manila, Daud is present. Nolak, Nikhil, Nishita Sharma, Nitesh, Pavani, Rekha Rao, Rishika, whatever. You are new, right, Rishika? And Likita is here. Smriti is here. Shaista, Snehal, Sonal. Rishika, you are new here, right? You are attending? No. Oh, so you have. इससे पहले you have attended my class. Oh, I'm so sorry, I don't remember your name. Probably you have not sent me anything yet. And you don't ask too many questions. Where are you from, Rishika?
Ma'am, you are not audible to me.
I'm sorry, guys. Now am I audible to all of you? All right. Okay. Let me share my screen. And let me share my video. All right. So all done. Okay, guys. So now let's just quickly we'll go to our lecture. I hope so far we have discussed. Is this part was clear? Where were we? This part I have taught, right? Different name, different faces. We were on different faces of Harappan civilization, right? Okay. This is what I am supposed to teach today. Hi, Vasudhata. So today this boy, Vishal and all, everyone is present or not? I am not seeing those people who have attended class yesterday. Dawood and Atir is here. Okay, guys. Guys, before I start my thing, I just want to share two things with all of you. Please write down, or I'll just write this name for you, all of you. Okay? Is it still breaking, my voice?
No, ma'am.
Please refresh yourself, Vasudha. Because now at my end, everything is fine. It's showing everything is fine. No, not any sort of technical glitches. Okay, guys. See, I wanted to share that link, but somehow I could not relate it. I could not get that video to all of you. So the video which I was talking to you, that you should once just like go through it. It's just of 2 or 3 minutes video. It's available on YouTube, right? So that video's name is. It's on history. Some channel called History Encyclopedia, sort of. Okay, you would see that. And that lesson which says it's like ancient Mohenjo-daro nuclear energy. Okay, it is very short video available on YouTube. I think for 4 to 7 minutes. Just go through it. Okay, guys. So you would know one important point from there, that it's just like abhi we have not yet reached to decline of Harappan civilization. Abhi hum पहुंचे नहीं है Harappan civilization पे, लेकिन इतना तो सभी को पता है कि कोई हमें we do not have such evidence, such solid evidence जिससे ये कहा जाए कि हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन किस वजह से ruined हुई थी, क्यों खत्म हुई थी. तो इसी के ऊपर एक यहाँ अभी भी आर्कियोलॉजिकल फाइंडिंग्स हो रही है. और अभी जो रिसेंटली साइंटिस्ट ने डिस्कवर्ड करा है वो विट्रोफाइट स्टोन करा है. विट्रोफाइट स्टोन क्या होता है, अगर उसमें कोई स्टोन्स जो है वी हैव डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्टोन्स. मेटामॉर्फिक स्टेजेस होता है, देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ स्टेजेस you would read in history, sorry, in geography. ठीक है. सो जो मेटामॉर्फिक या इग्नियस टाइप के सारे जो रॉक्स होते हैं, इसमें जो इसका क्या होता है कि अगर यहाँ ये एक सर्टेन फॉर्म लेते हैं, ठीक है, वो इट कैन ओनली बी हैपन if they have gone through certain amount of heat or atomic energy sort of. So that vitrified stone जो अभी discovered हुआ है मोहनजोदारो में, और यहाँ पे उससे ये समझ में आता है कि यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा हुआ होगा जिसकी वजह से ये civilization atomic energy का यहाँ पे significance मिला है. So this is way this is the way what had been known previously for ancient history. With respect to the decline of Indian ancient history, we have so many other evidence which is now coming up. Okay, guys. So I want all of you that you should focus on this type of videos, so that is vitrified stone. Stone तो normal stone है, lava वाला जो igneous stone जो होता है वो ही है, but it is like उसको research करने के बाद, उसपे experiment करने के बाद ये पता चला that it got vitrified. And vitro stone can vitrified only if it goes through the process of vitrification, that is with the help of what? Atomic energy. If it pass by atomic energy. So this is a recent excavation. तो यहाँ पे आप YouTube में आप इसको just search it out. Ancient Mohenjo-daro nuclear energy sort of. All right. And then tomorrow is Saturday. I want you to 2-3 things I want to give it to you. So one more thing which I want to talk to you about. There is one good video again available on YouTube. Please try to see that. Although it is a very famous international level orientalist, his name is His name is Dr. Mark Kenner. He teaches somewhere. He's an Orientalist. Who are Orientalists? Who study ancient civilization, right? Rishta, please, vitrified means that goes after the process of atomic energy, guys. Please see that videos. Okay, hello, Kumar. Nishta, please ask this question to this Amit sir. He's teaching you geography, right? So he'll tell you very in detail that what type of stone which comes out of lava, and then what change it's we have sedimentary rock, then we have how there are different types of phases. Sedimentary से metamorphic कैसे बनता है, igneous rock कैसे बनता है. There are different types of rocks. Rock system आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा इतना तो स्कूल में. Metamorphic होता है last stage का, which goes after a. And then what is sedimentary rock, and after sedimentary which type of rock? Sedimentary is basically sandstone, and then igneous metamorphic, exactly. So this is what you need to understand. See, this is the Orientalist. Is a very renowned professor who teaches in various universities, who is who always come for this talk. So he's teaching in some, I think, in University of, somewhere in Chicago. So unka ek video hai. After reading all this, my handwritten notes and everything, and if you have a time, please do read that. Please do see that. Okay, that video. That video name is it is there. What is the link? I've written somewhere. Yeah, its name is, let me just give you this. It is there, Indus Valley Civilization. Okay, guys. Indus Valley Civilization along with, you can say, along with other civilization. Okay, guys. This is the thing. And what is the, you just simply type his name, Dr. Mark Kenner. आपको समझ में आया, guys? It is in English. Those who think that their English is not they are not really good in speaking English, या उनको ये सभी को help करेगा. Okay, ये ऐसी ही videos आप लोग I'll keep sending to you. And after going through this videos, you will realize. But ये video आप तभी देखना जब आपको एक understanding हो जाए. अगर ये you just leave this video, ठीक है अभी, because it is, I think it is 30 to 35 minutes, और बहुत सारे points आपको समझ में नहीं आएंगे. But this video you can just see. Okay, or not this one, the above one. Am I clear to all of you now? Is there anyone who is having any problem regarding class? So do let me know. Yeah, Shaista, you want to say anything? So this is another approach with with all of you, so that you'll have better understanding. Vasudhata, did you understand which video I'm talking about? Please go through. और यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स भी हैं जो ऑफलाइन है, जिनको जो रिमोट एरिया से अपनी पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, और उनको अगर थोड़ा सा लैंग्वेज बैरियर आपको भी कुछ स्टेप्स उठाने पड़ेंगे. ठीक है, whatsoever your thing is, the more you would talk, the more you would read, the more you would speak in English. I'm saying it's only because अगर आप अपना एग्जाम इंग्लिश में लिख रहे हैं, because it reflects in your answer. No, I have not given the link, because आज मेरे से वो link I could not attach, because आज इतना slow चल रहा है हमारे यहाँ net. Because I take classes, I come to office regularly. मुझे घर पे पढ़ाना बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता है, that's why I come. So you simply type YouTube में ancient Mohenjo-daro, ठीक है, nuclear energy. This thing you can type. Can you see this? You just type this, ancient Mohenjo-daro, nuclear energy. Okay, this thing you can type. So you will get some history channel. It's a history channel and it is there with the name of encyclopedia, history encyclopedia. Something like that. सबको समझ में आ गया? Just see this video, बहुत interesting है. अतर आलम ने काम कर दिया. Thank you अतर आलम, please, thanks a lot. निश्चिता ने भी किया. तो आप लोगों ने देखा. I'm sorry यार, I'm not that quick like you guys. दूसरा वाला भी शेयर कर दो. डॉक्टर बाद में कर देना. चलो अब हम अपनी क्लास स्टार्ट करते हैं. Okay, now what you have to understand, in order to understand like different phases of Indus civilization, what you have to keep in your mind, guys. Okay, few things, please do understand few things when you are reading phases of civilization. I really appreciate Atir Alam and Mr. Efforts. This is the teamwork. This is a teamwork. I can see that after a few more weeks, I think within 2 weeks, हमारा बहुत अच्छा टीम बन जाएगा hopefully. Okay, so now I just wanted to tell you few things regarding whenever you will read the phases of Harappan civilization. Few things you have to understand. Different historians have divided Harappan civilization according to their time frame. What we have to keep in mind, first is early civilization. Okay, then you need to see the mature civilization. Late civilization, it's okay, but the most important one is early and the mature civilization. Now, after, now when you are reading these civilizations, what you have to keep in mind, you need to understand features and also various debates related to the phases of civilization. Whenever we are reading, of course, features में facts based आ ही जाएगा, like sites, artifacts, कौन से मिले, and the culture and everything. But the debate, what you need to understand is, like we know, this is a modern excavation, and very recently we have come to know about Harappan civilization. Earlier, what we used to believe that Indian civilization is not that it's not that ancient, or it's not that like what you say, old. So what historian used to do in order to understand Indian civilization, they used to see that they used to try to make sense out of artifacts which they find in India, and that belongs to different cultures like Mesopotamian, Egyptian and all that. So this was the basic scenario. But then after what happened, after the discovery of this civilization, as I said, there was a chaos, and people started saying that how it's possible that even Indians have such civilization. So then what happened is different people have come up and different people have told that different theories. Then very famous theories like that Indus, this Harappan civilization got settled, and it is mentioned in the Vedas as well because of the invaders, because of the Aryan invaders and all that. Okay, so these theories you need to understand. On the contrary, what I have talked to you about, that Mortimer, what he has said, that he was again an archaeologist, a British archaeologist. What he has said, guys, he said that this urban kind of features which has been which has been discovered, it's actually because of immigration or migration, you can say. Some other civilized people had come up, and it's just because, you know, before Harappan civilization, they already had a model, and they simply copied it, and they become they become so urban. So whatsoever the town planning, the grandeur system, and then the, you know, that streets and all that, it is not that something which was only done by they could do only because they had the model. So now on this, like, you know, we have another, like, you know, we have another group of school, or you can say we have another group of historian who says no, this theory is like no bias, and then with their findings, what they have done, they have. Yeah, Nitesh, are you writing something? Mortimer is Mortimer is a historian. You know, Mortimer जो थे, ये व्हीलर मॉर्टाइमर इनका नाम है. मैं आपको इनकी थ्योरी बताती हूँ थोड़ा सा आपको. एंड नितिश, यू डोंट हैव टू से सॉरी. नितिश, प्रसाद, अगर अब मुझे किसी ने सॉरी कहा ना, मैं 10 बारी सॉरी कहूंगी. सॉरी के मैं अपने आप को क्लियर ही नहीं कर पा रही हूँ कि वी बोथ आर लर्निंग. आई एम बीइंग पेड हियर गाइस. I'm not doing any social work. So, and in learning, if you are saying sorry, such a pity thing. I'm really sorry, Nitish. How about this now? Guys, please keep in mind, I really appreciate that. You people are going to be bureaucrats soon. You should have that attitude. I'm just giving you a guidelines. It's your journey, it's your efforts. आप लोगों ने IAS ऑफिसर बनना है, आप लोगों की जर्नी है. आपके पेरेंट्स का, like, you know, उसमें सपना होगा, आपका सपना होगा. Of course, I am, like, you know, helping you out. That's it. Yes, I am attached to all of you. All of my students are very special and dear to me. But the thing is, guys, you are here to learn. I will not take much more time into that, but please be always, you know, ask too many questions, because that also improves me as a teacher, as an educator. जिन्होंने मेरी क्लास 1-2 स्टार्टिंग में ज्वाइन करी थी, उनको पता है मैंने एक बार टीका भी लगाया था कि मुझे बेस्ट टीचर बनना है. आई एम हियर फॉर माय पैशन. जैसे आप लोगों का पैशन है, यू नीड टू बिकम एन IAS ऑफिसर एंड ऑल दैट. दिस इज माय पैशन. The reason I have left my college, university, Jamia University, I could teach there, I could, you know, be permanent and all that. I don't find it. I personally believe that those students, and specifically UPSC aspirants or civil services aspirants, are the most, like, you know, I seriously give respect to them, because this is, you know, this country can be improved only by you people. So let's just come back to our lecture. What I want to see, what Wheeler. See, I am giving you this person background. He was a British archaeologist. Okay, he was British archaeologist, and he was a little biased. I would say a totally biased archaeologist or historian. Okay. And he could not, you know, digest the fact that, the country like India, whom they have been ruling, because this was done in India, of course, and he was working with British Archaeological Survey of India, and he could not see. When this got discovered, he was, like, not disappointed. All his theory, he tried to prove that जो अगर ये मॉडर्न भी थे, हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन अगर मॉडर्न भी थी, तो उसमें इंडिया का कोई रोल नहीं है. ये कुछ एंशियंट, मतलब, इट्स ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ मेसोपोटामियन कनेक्शन. इट इज मेनली maybe because of Egyptian connection. ये लोग खुद से इतने ज्यादा, इनके एंसेस्टर्स इतने ज्यादा इंटेलेक्चुअल नहीं हो सकते. स्टिल मॉर्टाइमर ने पीरियड्स ऑफ हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन को एक्सप्लेन किया, और डिफरेंट फेसेस. ओके, he had explained different phases, that, इस phases में ऐसा हुआ, like, early Harappan civilization में ये characteristics थे, उसके बाद slowly किस तरीके से changes आए. So, Mortimer had given extensive theories on Indus Valley civilization. So I hope Nitish, is this clear now to you? मोरटाइमर पॉइंट क्लियर है या आपका क्वेश्चन कुछ और है? प्लीज आस्क मी. अभी आपको क्लियर होगा जब मैं अभी आपको पीपीटी दिखाऊंगी. तो एक आपको ये अब इसमें इसके कॉन्ट्ररी में वी हैव like historian. He says, I'll just say his name. So he says that this theory that Harappan civilization got urbanized, or they were urban because of their trading relation with other culture, right? You cannot seriously go with them. So that Mukul, I'll show you this person name so that आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा clear हो जाए. See, I'll just see. I'll explain all this. I want to see that name, whether I remember that person. It's a Mughal, I think. Yeah. What's happening here? Anyway, I'll just explain his theory, then I'll see his name. His name is some Mughal something. Mughal or Mughal, something like that. Yeah. So there what happens, on the contrary to this theory, this historian has said that, you can really see that he says that Harappan civilization is actually a continuous process. He says this, that it is a continuous process. Because why it is continuous process? Because he said through artifacts, through artifacts, what we have discovered that the earlier civilization, okay, and then the facts which we got into the mature civilization, they have similarities, or they got altered with the passage of time. So this is a basic this is a basic argument which has been given by too many Indian historians, and he says that and this got emerged in now in Pakistan. अभी जो प्लेस है दैट इज पाकिस्तान, वहां से ये कल्चर एक्चुअली शुरू हुआ था और उसके बाद धीरे धीरे ये एक्सपैंड होते रहे और ये अर्बनाइज्ड हो गए. सो दिस इज एन अनदर theory which you need to understand with the different phases of civilization. तो जब आप different phases of civilization पढ़ेंगे तो you also need to understand that early phases civilization में कौन कौन सी sites में क्या changes थे, उसके बाद जब वो mature हुए तो उसमें क्या changes थे. Although you not get that too detail, it will be there for the history students who will take the mains, but for your for your GS level you do not require this much of information. I hope this is clear now. Now I'm just explaining you this. Is there any doubt related to this debate? If there any doubt, please let me know. I'll answer and then I'll proceed. एक सिंपल थ्योरी है which says कि immigration हुई है, this civilization were not mature itself, and another one is saying that no, we have different common traits which was present in the earlier Harappan civilization and even today. Okay, so this Harappan civilization is basically a long and complex cultural process. You can use this line in your answers. Okay, and there are different phases in which Harappan civilization gone through. Different historians have used different terminology. For example, this person Jim Scheffler, he had used, I'll explain, उन्होंने integration और ये सारी चीज मतलब with the help of tradition he had explained that how there was a changes in the Indus Valley civilization. I'll show you this. This is this phase is very important phase, and actually this is actually this term, the way Indus Valley civilization got been divided, it is also done by Dr. जिसका मैंने आपको बताया, Dr. Mark Henry. You know, if you see that video, उन्होंने भी, although I have made this note from the Upinder Singh, but I can see that, you know, how Orientalists take this type of division for the civilization as really very important. तो ये आप अगर अपने आंसर में सिर्फ इनका नाम आप लिखो, लेकिन अगर आपने जिम शेफलर का नाम लिखा, एंड अगेन ऑफ कोर्स ये नाम आपको याद करने हैं. What happens in your answer writing, जब मैं आपको आंसर राइटिंग के सेशन दूंगी, you'll understand that how important these thinkers names, because we know that whatsoever knowledge you have, it is not your own knowledge, it must be, you must have read somewhere, and by referring this, you know, this person's name who is directly related to your topic, for instance Harappan civilization, and you know what it would really give a good impression to the examiner, because what happens is जैसे ही नाम आएगा, he would research and then he would also get some information, interest. So this is the way you should use this type of names. Okay. So you know what, how he has divided Indus Valley civilization, he uses different terms. For instance, पहला जो phase था, early phase was like regionalization. So what happens in regionalization? Does anyone know about regionalism? Does anyone know about regionalism? Who will answer me this regionalism? You would see in modern history that how, because of this regionalization which occurred in the early Mughal period, and you know there were all people were talking about their regions and all that, and then how Mughal Empire also got disintegrated. So regionalism is basically, जैसे अभी आप लोग देखते होंगे ना कि महाराष्ट्र के लोगों को महाराष्ट्र में जॉब मिलेगी, आसाम के लोगों को that region. तो पहले क्या हुआ, हरप्पन सिविलाइजेशन में कुछ रीजन में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हुआ होगा, दैट डिवाइड हुआ होगा, दैट डिवीजन, ठीक है, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट रीजन, दैट पर्टिकुलर. फॉर इंस्टेंस लाइक नो कोटदीजी अलग है, हरप्पन अलग है, मोहनजोदड़ो अलग है. तो फर्स्ट फेसिस में लोग आए बसे या जैसे भी थे या वहीं पे थे, तो रीजन वाइज एक रीजनलाइजेशन ही रहा था. उसके बाद फॉर अर्ली फेज अब क्या हुआ, अर्ली फेज में इंटीग्रेशन स्टार्ट हो गया. इंटीग्रेशन इज व्हाट? Yeah, Vasudhata. Yes, on the basis of language. So now in the second phase, what happens? It's an integration. What happens? What do we understand by integration? People are coming together. Integration हो रहा है, ठीक है. अब इंटीग्रेशन तो होता ही है ना. अब जैसे अभी I'll explain one more thing. तो इंटीग्रेशन है जहाँ पे अब इनइक्वालिटीज भी दिखने को मिल गई है. कोई सिटाडेल में रह रहे, यू नो, एक सिटाडेल कॉम्प्लेक्स दिख रहा है, कोई गवर्नर्स के कॉम्प्लेक्स लेक्चर में, या दैट एसिमिलेशन इज बेसिकली जहाँ पे दो, लाइक यू नो, पीपल आर कमिंग टुगेदर, एंड अब यहाँ पे इंटीग्रेशन हो रहा है, यू नो, द बॉन्ड हैव बिकम मोर स्ट्रॉन्ग, एंड दिस इज अ टर्म अगेन आई एम नॉट गोइंग इनटू इट एनीवे. तो एक ये है पॉइंट. एंड देन फॉर द मैच्योर हड़प्पन दे हैव यूज्ड लोकलाइजेशन. तो मैच्योर हड़प्पन में क्या हुआ, अब तक हम लोग बहुत अर्बन बन चुके थे, ठीक है. So this is the way you can just use Jim Scheffler's name, and he has divided this Harappan civilization according to this division. And now one important point is that, you know, wherever you would read about Harappan civilization, commonly in, you know, with a with so many type of, like, you know, institutes are there, and then they make their notes, and it leads to, you know, देखने में ऐसा लगता है कि वाओ कितना अच्छा notes and all that. Just believe on that their content writers are just working on that phase and giving you information. You do not have to take it just like that. You really have to, like, you know, see to it how far it is correct. So if, like, you know, keeping that in mind, you would see that, you know, after this like, you know, after this division जो divide किया Indus Valley civilization को, localization means they become specialized in some kind of activity. It's localization means become, you know, that अब culture बहुत local हो गया है, like, you know, urbanization की तरफ चलने लगा है. Now we are, like, you know, we have become we are producing, market है and all that. So town feature system, that actually that localization. Okay, So this is what you have to understand in the term of faces civilization. अब आपको यहाँ पे नया point क्या add करना है? Wherever you would talk about that how Harappan civilization was more like urban, you need to talk about that. It is claimed, historians claim that for instance Mohenjo-daro, Harappan, they are very civilized and urban in character, but that does not mean कि वहाँ पे कोई towns या countryside place नहीं थी या villages नहीं थे. तो villages भी थे, right? तो अब जब you will use such point, so it would always your answer become really informative. And your part has to be that along with the flow, आप एक अच्छी तरीके से एक flow में अपना आंसर लिख रहे हो, and after that it will come out. ठीक है? तो आपको दूसरा पॉइंट क्या है कि सिर्फ हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन अर्बन ही नहीं थी, इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता कि वो 100% अर्बन थी. वहां पे कुछ चेंजेस भी थे, वहां पे विलेजेस भी थे, कंट्री साइड फीचर्स भी थे. ओके गाइस, so now here which Harappan civilization is pehle what I have just said that carbon dating method tha. So before advent of radio carbon dating, what we used to do cross referencing. Cross references मतलब अगर मेसोपोटामियन civilization से जो हमें मिला artifacts and all that, तो उसका मतलब हम contact में थे, और अब मेसोपोटामियन के हमें डेट पता है कि वो कब एस्टेब्लिश हुई, तो उसके वजह से हम हड़प्पन का भी डेट निकाल सकते हैं. ओके, see this, read this line, it will be clear to you. Sir Mortimer Wheeler, although he was racist, वो racist थे, and his ideology made it difficult for him to accept that किस तरीके से इन लोगों ने cities बना लिया. तो इन्होंने फिर भी स्ट्रैटिग्राफी दी. स्ट्रैटिग्राफी क्या होता है? हड़प्पन civilization के faces दिए और उन्होंने बताया and lay the foundation for the later periodization to help archaeologists with the means to recognize, मतलब सिर्फ dates इनको बताने के लिए कि लेट हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन कब हुआ, क्या हुआ, ये सारी चीजें. सो द क्रोनोलॉजी इज प्राइमरीली बेस्ड ऑन फिजिकल एविडेंसेस. जो भी फिजिकल एविडेंसेस मिले हड़प्पन साइड से, वो किस तरीके से मिले? इट्स बेसिकली बिकॉज ऑफ द ट्रेडिंग रिलेशनशिप विद इजिप्ट, मेसोपोटामिया एंड ऑल दैट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लपिस लजुली एक प्रेशियस स्टोन था, सेमी प्रेशियस स्टोन, जो हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन में भी मिला है, जो मेसोपोटामियन सिविलाइजेशन में भी मिला है. तो इससे पता चल रहा है कि ट्रेडिंग बहुत ज्यादा थी इन लोगों के बीच में. ओके, इज दिस क्लियर टू यू नाउ? लपिस लजुली इज अ सेमी प्रेशियस स्टोन, ब्लू कलर का, मैंने आप लोगों को दिखाया भी है. ओके, so this is the time frame. I have just used it because you people are like should know the time frame. So it was like pre-Harappan 7000 to Christian before Christian era, common era, sorry, it was this 5500. अब यहाँ पे क्या है? pre-Harappan में Neolithic period है exemplified. जो इसमें साइड है वो है मेयर, जो कि है पाकिस्तान. इसी तरीके से हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन के बारे में मैंने बताया. अब यहाँ पे ट्रेडिंग एस्टेब्लिश हो चुके थे इजिप्ट, मेसोपोटामिया में से, और ऐसा लगता है चाइना से भी. तो ये सारी एक बात है. एंड देन मेच्योर हड़प्पन. ओके, दिस इज, यू कैन रीड प्लीज. आज आप कल आपको ये पीपीटी मिल जाएगी. एंड देन लेटर हड़प्पा, पोस्ट हड़प्पा. नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू सी, दिस इज आफ्टर रीडिंग ऑल दिस, इफ यू हैव रीड दिस, पोस्ट हड़प्पा में क्या था, लेट हड़प्पा में क्या था, मैच्योर हड़प्पा में क्या था. अच्छा, जैसे अर्ली हड़प्पन में यू हैव सीन दैट कि एक तरीके से छोटा सा एस्टेब्लिश हो गया था रिलेशनशिप विद अदर सिविलाइजेशन. मैच्योर हड़प्पन में आप देखोगे ग्रेट सिटीज बनने लगी. ठीक है, सिविलाइजेशन और अर्बनाइज होने लगा. मोहनजोदारो और हड़प्पन बहुत ज्यादा फ्लरिश हुआ. और उस जैसे कितना ही, जैसे कि गनेरीवाला, लोथल एंड डोलोवेरा, ये सारे जो है बिग सिटीज के नाम से जाने जाते हैं. ओके, एंड देन लेट हड़प्पा, यहाँ पे डिक्लाइन होना शुरू हो गया. अब ज्यादा तो पता नहीं कि ये डिक्लाइन क्यों हुआ है, इसके बारे में हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे. ओके गाइस, एंड देन वी हैव पोस्ट हड़प्पन. अब यहाँ पे सिटीज को छोड़ चुके हैं, अब पीपल जो है साउथ की तरफ मुड़ने लगे हैं. दिस ऑल दिस थिंग यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. और इसी पोस्ट हड़प्पन टाइम पे ही अलेक्जेंडर पोरस आ गए थे. Now, the early Harappan phase, its relevance, what is that there is always a debate on the issue of its origin. I have just talked about जॉन मार्शल ने अपने स्टेटमेंट में बता दिया दैट ये इसकी एक हिस्ट्री है और और ये जो है that he said that on the soil of India there is a urban civilization which we have recently discovered. So now, but ये जो बात थी ये क्रिटिसाइज की गई, अभी मैंने आप लोगों को एक्सप्लेन करा. किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम है इस बात में? Is there anyone who are facing problem in understanding this point? What I'm trying to explain? Guys, आप लोगों को समझ में आ रही है? My thing, what I'm trying to say is, please write down in the chat section. Is there anyone? No problem. All right. So I'll quickly come back to my lecture. Thank you so much, guys. So now here, what people are saying here, they are saying that earlier people used to believe that because there's always going to have some sort of debate on the origin, because we whatsoever we have come to know, it's so recent. It's so recent that it's really at times become really difficult. बहुत difficult हो जाता है ये समझना कि ये पहले civilization आई कैसे. So here we have John Marshall. So what John Marshall is talking about, although he has said when he announced that in 1920 that okay, he had discovered Harappan civilization. So now what happened? This theory which brought so much of chaos in the world. So then what happened? This theory was got criticized, and it was criticized by diffusionists. By diffusion theory. So what is diffusionist explanation? Diffusion is simply something which say that it's not a theory, but it is something which actually tells you about the cultural change. कि cultural change आया कैसे? So you always, if you use this type of theories while explaining Harappan civilization, you will definitely going to get good marks. And the thing you really have to have informative and interrelated theories or thinkers in order to give a good answer in history. I hope मैं बहुत ज़्यादा इंग्लिश में नहीं बात कर रही हूँ. किसी को कुछ थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश का इशू है, please let me know. I'll speak more in Hindi then. So I hope everyone is fine with English. तो simple diffusion theory जो है, it's not very difficult to understand. Diffusionist simply says that if any civilization is going through changes, if there were different phases. So what happens is there is there's a theory of diffusion in which it says that you need to understand and figure out that why that changes got placed. So this is the way diffusionists do argument, and then they say that first of all you need to figure out in which part of the world the change first occurred. For example, अगर Mesopotamian civilization में changes आए हैं, so of course Indus Valley civilization will definitely must have got into contact with other civilizations. So अगर वहाँ भी changes आए, तो it is so obvious that they would have those changes in other civilization as well. So diffusionist simply says if changes had come to India through Harappan civilization, it's only because of the changes which had already occurred in some other civilization. Diffusionist theory, I hope, is clear. And it says the process of variously described as a result of migration of people and some other form of contact, that is trading invasion, are more cultural stimulus. Okay. Now we have these three people named Mackay, D.H. Gordon, and C.N. Kremer. Guys, I would say you that if you really want to buy a book, you can simply buy Upender Singh. आप R.S. शर्मा को और NCERT को भी एक रीडिंग दे सकते हो, but I think अगर आप उपेंद्र सिंह से भी स्टार्ट करोगे and you are taking my lectures very clearly और समझ रहे हो, then आपका एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. बट ठीक है, अगर आप एक अपनी रीडिंग देना चाहते हो NCERT को, तो इट्स गुड इनफ. So these people, these thinkers, these historians believe that a migration of people from somewhere or southern Mesopotamia may have led to the Harappan civilization. Okay, it's because people have migrated and they have got settled. And this Mortimer Hebeler, he argues for a migration of ideas, not people. The idea of civilization was in the era of West Asia in the 3rd millennium BC. The founder of the Harappan civilization and the model of civilization before them. he says that okay, this is somewhere grammar mistake. In the 3rd millennium BC, they say that the जो भी Harappan civilization को उन्होंने found किया होगा, the earliest people of Harappan civilization they had a model of civilization before them. So this I have explained. Now what is happening? The fact that city life emerged in Mesopotamia a few centuries before it appeared in the Egyptian. So what had happened? जो ये urbanization था पहले Egyptian में आया था, फिर उसके बाद जो भी बहुत ज़्यादा Mesopotamia जो Egyptian से बहुत close है, यहाँ पे भी city life emerged हो गई थी. So because of this interconnection, people often say that if the changes or something had happened in the Western society, तो यहाँ पे Indus Valley civilization भी उसका impact देखने को मिलेगा. Is this clear to all of you? Apart from common features in all the civilization, one important point here, one striking features of differences between the Harappan and Mesopotamian civilization, because हो क्या रहा था? ये हो रहा था कि what people were started claiming that whatsoever we have information about Delhi civilization, it's nothing new. It is not that got done by Indians only. It actually came after a migration. Okay, now you would see that Mesopotamian civilization had a completely different script. A much greater use of bronze is there in Mesopotamian civilization. Different settlement layouts, you can say large scale and canal system of the kind that seems absent in the Harappan civilization. So now it shows that how other civilization which might have occurred पहले वो जो civilized हो गई Indus Valley civilization से, उसके वजह से यहाँ पे civilization को ये theory को criticize किया गया. Okay, clear हुआ ये point guys? आपको simple है. मैं कह रही हूँ कि Valley civilization जो था वो सबसे पहले emerged हुआ. अब इजिप्शियन और मेसोपोटामियन बोल रहे हैं कि भाई साहब ज्यादा झूठ ना बोले, यहाँ ये जो है हमारे यहाँ सिविलाइज्ड हुआ था, ठीक है, और अब बिकॉज हम पहले सिविलाइज्ड हुए उसके बाद तुम सिविलाइज्ड हो, बस इतनी सी लड़ाई है. आई होप आई हैव एक्सप्लेन इन अ वेरी लेमन लैंग्वेज. जस्टिफाइड कि पहले कौन आया, पहले कौन
आर्गुमेंट.
या दिस इज मॉर्टिमर आर्गुमेंट.
I don't get it. Mortimer argument.
This is the Mortimer argument. Basically, Mortimer is saying that Indus Valley civilization got urban because before Indus Valley civilization, we already had urban civilization. I'll explain with the help of diagram. Just wait. He's saying simple that we could, it says, for example, this house was, okay, just let me just give you a short words to that. This house मेसो ने बनाया, फिर उसके बाद कुछ सालों के बाद आप कह सकते हो इंडस ने या फिर हड़प्पन ने बनाया. ओके, अब ये हमारे मॉर्टाइमर हैं, इनको थोड़ा सा चश्मा बना दो, ठीक है. ये बोल रहे हैं ये जो सिविलाइजेशन है ये ऐसी इसलिए सिमिलर है बिकॉज ये जो हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन के जो लोग हैं उनके पास एक रोल मॉडल था मेसोपोटामियम का और इजिप्शियन का. Okay, they are simply saying this, that this, this Mortimer was basically a racist. He was racist. He could not digest a fact कि इंडियंस लोग भी इतने सिविलाइज्ड हो सकते थे, उनके एंसेस्टर. तो वो बोल रहे हैं वो इसलिए सिविलाइज्ड थे क्योंकि ट्रेडिंग रिलेशन था और ट्रेडिंग रिलेशन के जरिए उनको पता चल गया कि इजिप्शियन के लोगों ने या मेसोपोटामियन लोगों ने किस तरीके से ग्रिड सिस्टम यूज किया ठीक है, उनकी जो स्ट्रीट थी वो राइट एंगल्स पे कट थी या क्या था, उनका जो ड्रेनेज सिस्टम था वो बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा था. वो क्यों बन पाया? बिकॉज दे ऑलरेडी हैड अ मॉडल बिफोर देम. इज दिस क्लियर नाउ?
Ma'am,
या
ma'am, for when writing an answer, should we include this theory or other theories which say that?
Of course, you need to. You should. When you see your notes, when you see the answer notes, just hold for a second. When you will see the answer notes, guys, like the answer writing thing, you should mention that Sir William Mortimer has a different take, which says that Indus Valley civilization cannot be, it could not emerge on its own on the soil of India. It's happened because of this migration thing. You read the notes. आपको और clear होगा लिखिता.
Yes,
when
ma'am,
you will read.
and there are other historians also, right? Like you said, the other historian said there are trading relations which helped in developing the Harappan civilization. So which one should we take on? Like which one should we support? Either this
There's
Wheeler or
speculations. Mortimer, आपको debate बताना है. Like for example, you would see here. I'll explain this. Just see this point here. ये आपको भी clear होगा. These are all the sites. Just wait. Aryan supported, like this theory a little bit. I'll show you that answer. वो बाद में आएगा. Aryan invasion, we can see it later on. ठीक है? अभी let's just go one by one. Otherwise बहुत confused हो जाओगे. Mortimer has talked about Aryan invasion. And the reason he had talked about it also because he wanted to support this migration ka thing. There is again a lot of debate which actually doubt his theories. See, now the story of origins can in fact be traced to the emergence of settled farming communities in Balochistan. What happened is, अब लोग जो ये व्हीलर की थ्योरीज को सपोर्ट कर रहे थे, उसके अगेंस्ट what happened, people who discovered India and the findings, they have just said that the story of origins, जो उनका जो origin हुआ वो हम trace back कर सकते हैं emergence of settled farming community. फार्मिंग कम्युनिटी थी जो कि बहुत सेटल्ड थी इन बलूचिस्तान. ठीक है, तो वो आप उस पीरियड को जो कि लाइक 7th century 7 millennium BC के करीब थी, तो इन दैट अर्ली हरप्पन फेज, उसको आप अर्ली हरप्पन फेज कह सकते हैं, जहाँ पे एग्रीकल्चर फार्मिंग कम्युनिटी थी बलूचिस्तान में, वो रहती थी और धीरे धीरे ये लोग इमर्ज्ड हो गए. तो अब ये थ्योरी किसने आइडेंटिफाई करी इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट? अमल आनंद घोष. 1965 उन्होंने इस बुक लिखी है इस पे, और उन्होंने बताया was the first archaeologist to identify similarities between a pre-Harappan culture and the mature Harappan culture. तो धीरे धीरे इवॉल्व हुए. प्री हरप्पन कल्चर में जो चीजें हमने दिखी, वो ट्रेडिशन, वो कस्टम, वो आर्टिफैक्ट्स जो है हमने मैच्योर प्री हरप्पन कल्चर में भी देखी. तो प्रोबेबली यही हो सकता है कि यहीं से जो इंडस के लोग थे वो इंडियन सॉइल पे ही थे. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि वो बाहर से आए थे. ठीक है, तो ये थ्योरी जो ये बोलते कि नो ये इंडिजीनियस ही थे. इट वाज डन बाय अमल आनंद घोष. ओके, सो व्हाट घोष हैज डन, उन्होंने फोकस करा प्री हरप्पन सोती कल्चर को. ठीक है, इस कल्चर को उन्होंने जो कि राजस्थान का है उसको उन्होंने स्टडी करा, और उन्होंने बोला दैट बहुत सारी सिमिलैरिटीज है सोती पोट्री में, और जो पोट्री कालीबंगन में मिली है, कोर्दिजी में मिली है, लोएस्ट लेवल्स और हरप्पन मोहनजोदड़ो में मिली. तो इतनी सारी सिमिलैरिटीज क्यों हो सकती है? इतनी सारी सिमिलैरिटीज तब हो सकती है जब वहां पे कुछ कॉमन ट्रेस हो जो यहीं पे पैदा हुए और उसके बाद धीरे धीरे वो लेटर स्टेज तक गए. इज दिस क्लियर? Yeah, what you were saying, ma'am, can you explain us about answer writing on topics? That I will do, Rekha. Definitely, that is the most important thing. And when we will, ये debates आपको ना use करना होगा आंसर को देख के. आप ऐसे ही डिसाइड नहीं कर पाओगे. अभी दिस इज टू अर्ली फॉर मी. स्टेप वाइज चलेंगे ना हम. अगर हम अभी से स्टेप 5 ले लेंगे तो फिर आपको आंसर राइटिंग में कुछ हेल्प नहीं होगी. जस्ट बी लिटिल पेशेंस. लेट्स जस्ट कंप्लीट हड़प्पन सिविलाइजेशन. अभी हमने 2 टॉपिक कंप्लीट कर लेंगे. उसके बाद आप लोग अपनी रीडिंग करोगे. यू विल शो मी योर नोट्स. देन विल गो टू आंसर राइटिंग सेशन. इज दिस क्लियर, रेखा? अभी विल नॉट गेट इनटू आंसर राइटिंग. आंसर राइटिंग ऐसा सेशन नहीं है दैट यू विल जस्ट डू इट. आई हैव टू टेल यू दैट आंसर राइटिंग में करना कैसे. एक आंसर राइटिंग जब सबसे पहले मैं जो लेती हूँ उसमें सबसे पहले आई हैव टू टेल यू दैट हाउ व्हाट आर द आर्ट ऑफ राइटिंग एन आंसर. आई एम टोटली इनटू इट गाइज. डोंट वरी. आप लोगों को बहुत सन की टीचर मिल चुकी है. आप में से बहुत लोग लाइक मुझे लगता है थोड़े टाइम के बाद उन लोगों को लगेगा कि मैम इज टू डिमांडिंग. बट यस, आई एम डिमांडिंग. इफ यू लाइक इट बी इट, एंड इफ यू डोंट लाइक इट आई डोंट नो देन. बहुत डिफिकल्ट होने वाला है आप लोगों के लिए यूपीएससी में. यू रियली हैव टू गेट इनटू राइट अप्रोच. खाना बनाने के लिए एक बेसिक चीज आ रही होती है ना, तभी तो आप अप्लाई कर पाओगे गाइज. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. यस, दैट्स ट्रू. बट आई होप आप लोग इस चीज को समझो. थैंक यू आलोक. I'm totally fanatic, guys. This is not my. I can't really say that all I think about. मेरी क्लास है, मुझे ऐसे बेटर करना है. I just want you all of you कि आप लोग मेरे पास मॉक इंटरव्यूज के लिए आओ. आप लोगों का इंटरव्यू क्लियर हो. You all are doing so much. I already know this. तो मैं अगर आपको आंसर राइटिंग का ही सेशन अगर आपको बताती हूँ, आई हैव लेट मी जस्ट सी इफ आई हैव इन माय पीपीटी राइट नाउ. जस्ट वेट गाइस. जस्ट वेट. I'll just explain like that only. Guys, am I can you all see to me? And the PPT, everything is visible, right? See guys, अभी से अगर आप लोगों को थोड़ा थोड़ा कभी कुछ पढ़ना है, so answer writing approach is very critical. आप लोग प्लीज जल्दी मत करो, but this is really very initial thing and you need to understand. इसमें at least before telling you that how you would write your answer for IBC, I'm just explaining you. आप थोड़ा सा पढ़ सकते हो. Do read 7. This is just थोड़ा सा आप पढ़ो. 7 C's of writing. जो मैं आप लोगों को पढ़ाऊंगी that is Steve's का, और उसमें I'll explain. लेकिन what happens is Atif, and this is what I would suggest कि ना कभी कभी आप कुछ रीडिंग करते रहो. Whenever you are reading something, you just read. So it will create some neurons in your brain. So whenever you will next read, तो आपको पता चलेगा. अच्छा, ये एक बारी में तो कुछ भी चीज समझ में नहीं आती guys. It's again a process. Okay, that's why you need to focus more on foundation. So I hope is this clear? Who asked me this question about answer writing? Rekha. So now is this clear? All right, guys. So now,
ma'am,
I'll take this question afterwards. Okay. Who is asking me this question? Alok, I'll take this afterwards. Okay, your question, please do write. Abhi aap just wait for a moment. Let me just clear this point to all of you. Guys, so far this got clear to you, right? And now after this, we have moved to another thinker, M.R. Mughal. It's Mugdal or Mughal. I'll have to check his name, guys. Okay, I'll confirm his name tomorrow. Maybe it's Mugdal or Mughal. M.R. is for sure. Now what this guy had done, if you tomorrow you'll get the PPT, just go through it and then we can have further more discussion. इसमें हम एक और discussion करेंगे, तो ये answer writing, PPTs और आपकी एक reading से ये हमारा clear हो जाएगा. इस historian ने प्री हरप्पन साइट्स को बहुत अच्छे से एनालाइज किया है. ठीक है. सो अब आप जब अपने आंसर में इनका नाम लिखोगे, एंड इफ यू नो ऑफ कोर्स सम हिस्टोरियंस वुड बी चेकिंग योर आंसर्स फॉर दैट, तो उनको अच्छे से पता है दैट हु आर एमर मुगल और मुगल. ठीक है. सो व्हाट ही हैड डन अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव एनालिसिस ऑफ द एविडेंस ऑफ प्री हरप्पन साइट्स, और इन्होंने इन द ग्रेटर इंडस वैली नॉर्थ बलूचिस्तान में, एंड इट वाज लाइक वाज मेड बाय, जो कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्टडी हुई है, इट वाज मेड बाय एमआर मुगल. And what he did, Mughal compared whole range of evidence of poetry, जो भी उनको poetry या like evidences मिले, be it poetry, be it stone tools, metal artifacts, architecture, प्री हरप्पन में जब प्री हरप्पन के टाइम पे जब मिले, और उसके बाद जो मेच्योर हरप्पन के टाइम पे मिले, और उन लोगों को एक्सप्लोर करा उसके रिलेशनशिप कि कितने इसमें सिमिलैरिटीज है या इसमें कितनी डिफरेंसेस है. So the pre-Harappan phases showed large fortified settlements, a fairly high level of expertise in specialized crafts such as stoneworking, metal crafting, and bead making. Bead making जो मोतियों की जो ऐसे पिरो के बनाते हैं, and the use of wheel transport and the existence of trade networks. और उन्होंने किस वे से इन्होंने दोनों के बीच में स्टडी करी, द रॉ मटेरियल्स रेंज. तो he had found जो रॉ मटेरियल्स रेंज था used by pre-Harappan was more less the same as that used in the mature Harappan phase. तो जो raw materials pre-Harappan के टाइम पे यूज हुए थे, वो mature Harappan के भी टाइम पे यूज हुए. So this is what you need to understand, except for jade. Jade ऐसा था जो दोनों civilization में अर्ली और अर्ली Harappan साइट में नहीं अवेलेबल था, mature पे अवेलेबल था. Is this clear? अभी और मुगल का आप और डिबेट्स पढ़ोगे. एंड अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, एक बुक आप लोग खरीद सकते हो, दैट इज उपिंदर सिंह. उसमें बहुत एक्सटेंसिव लिखा हुआ है, और आई थिंक वो बुक बहुत है. ठीक है. एंड ऑल दिस थिंग इज लाइक व्हाट वी आर डूइंग राइट नाउ, वी आर क्रिएटिंग आवर नॉलेज बेस. या ही इज कॉन्ट्रडिक्टिंग. परफेक्ट. दिस इज द टर्म अमित. वेरी गुड. अब अगर मैं अभी मैं आपको अगर एक क्वेश्चन देती हूँ, that you just say about that how and write an answer about the different phases of Harappan civilization. First of all, you will quote Wheeler. पहले इंट्रोडक्शन देके फिर व्हीलर को कोट करोगे, फिर दूसरे पैराग्राफ में आप लिखोगे प्लीज शेयर इमेज ऑफ बुक. टुमारो आई विल डू दैट. पक्का. ओके आलोक. टुमारो आई नॉट टुमारो, ऑन मंडे. Thank you, Nishta. Please send to Alok Kumar on the group. So on Monday I'll get that. So actually now what happens is, so this Mughal is saying that by comparing raw materials, ठीक है, आप जो raw materials देख रहे हो, उसकी वजह से हमें we have come to know much about this thing. So is this clear to all of you now, this point? So now what you will say, Mortimer का debate, और फिर उसके बाद आप मुगल का debate बताओगे. So they are contradicting. So what it shows, then in the end, in the conclusion, you say that history is one of the subject, or even today excavation is being done for is on the process, is continuous process for Harappan civilization. What was known earlier, it's changing, blah blah. This sort of answer will definitely give you a good rank. अगर आपके आंसर में ऐसी वेरिएशंस है, मैं आई कैन गिव यू इन राइटिंग के आपके मार्क्स कट ही नहीं सकते. आई हैव टॉट स्पेसिफिक, देन अगेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट माय ओन फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट, दैट इज सोशियोलॉजी. जो बच्चे मेरे से पढ़ते थे, आई यूज्ड टू टीच इन जेएनयू में ही स्टार्ट करती थी, दे यूज्ड टू गेट 440 450 जो भी वो टेस्ट सीरीज लेते थे. एंड दे आर पीपल हु हैव गॉट रियली गुड मार्क्स इन दैट. Okay, so it's all about answer writing, and once you know the art of writing your answer, then you can apply in all the subjects. Okay, guys. So now I take a leave. There's a homework for all of you. All this thing would be shared to you. All your answers and few more pages will add up, and then कल by evening you will get entire IBC का handwritten notes. आप लोगों को क्या करना है? सबसे पहले you have to go through the PPT. After going PPT, 1 reading दो, 2 readings दो. Then after that, just go through my handwritten notes. 1, 2, 3. एक रीडिंग में कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा. At least you have to give 1, 2, 3 readings. So for coming week, you have 2 topics which has been covered. First is Stone Age. Second is IBC. Okay. और Friday पे आपको I start taking prelims test. पहले ही. Okay, तो पहले आपको मैं preliminary से like you know I want you to get exposed by preliminary test matters. यूपीएससी ने कैसे कैसे क्वेश्चंस पूछे हैं, यूपीएससी कैसे क्वेश्चंस पूछता है, आप लोग उस वक्त मेरे को आंसर दोगे, देन आई शो यू द आंसर्स आल्सो. तो like you know first few weeks like you know this 2 Friday I'll keep it for prelims or maybe one mains answer I will share. I'll see किस स्पीड पे आप लोग चल रहे हो. वैसे दिस क्लास इज रियली गुड इन यू नो विद देयर वर्क. स्पीड तो बहुत अच्छी चल रही है आप लोगों की. आई होप आप लोग लेकिन ये पेस छोड़ो नहीं, बिकॉज यू नो व्हाट हैपेंस इज स्टार्टिंग में सारे बड़े एंथुसियास्टिक होते हैं एंड बाद में ढीले पड़ जाते हो. सो अभी आपका होमवर्क ये है, प्लीज गो थ्रू ऑल दिस सैटरडे संडे एंड देन आफ्टर 2 or 3 वीक्स आप लोगों को मुझे नोट्स देने होंगे एंड देन द आंसर ऑफ माय क्वेश्चंस. किसी को बहुत ज्यादा हैवी तो नहीं लग रहा? प्रिपेयर योर एग्जाम लाइक दिस ओनली कि अभी आपका पूरा क्लियर हो जाए. यू नो यू ट्रस्ट मी, यू हैव द ओनली प्रॉब्लम विद यूपीएससी के एग्जाम्स के सिलेबस के साथ, इट इज टू वास्ट. सिर्फ यही प्रॉब्लम है. रॉकेट साइंस तो कुछ भी नहीं है, बस वास्ट है. अगर आपने अपनी स्टडी ऐसे करी, आपने अपनी नोट्स मेकिंग ऐसे करी कि आपको उसके बाद सिर्फ सिंपल रिवीजन की जरूरत है, आपको एक बहुत डीप एनालिटिकल या टाइम नहीं देना पड़ेगा. ट्रस्ट मी, इसी वक्त आपका एक पूरा 3 months इस बहुत आप लोगों के लिए बहुत बड़ा स्पैन ऑफ टाइम है गाइस. you know and I hope within 3 or 4 months I want you to like you know get complete world in your history. तो ये थोड़ी मेहनत आपको करनी पड़ेगी, थोड़ी नहीं बहुत एक्चुअली. Okay guys, so now I take a leave. Please take good care of yourself and do your homework. Any query, please you can write it to me. Thank you so much. Good day.